Speaker, for giving this opportunity. I rise to support this bill. Mr. Speaker, social protection is one act that actually distinguishes the human society from the animal societies. It is only human beings in their right senses that actually make programs that protect vulnerable people. Animals don't do that. So this is an extremely important bill for us. And our Constitution, the 2010 Constitution, actually takes care of that. And this is in line with the Constitution. If you look at Chapter 4, the Bill of Rights, particularly Article 43 of our Constitution, it will tell you that the areas that we actually need to protect people, the area of health, the area of housing, the area of access to water and sanitation, and social security. So this is actually in line with the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, we have to look at the issue of poverty in our country. Defined by expenditure of about $2.15 per day, we have a poverty level ranging from 26 to 46% in various parts of the country. And it is more so in urban areas than even in rural areas, where in urban areas, a monthly income of 88,000 per month will really define you as living in under poverty, and while the rural areas 4,300. So, Mr. Speaker, this bill will protect those people in that category. And it's not only protection, it actually improves survival of people. There are families that just with the minimal social protection, the children will actually survive. The children can go to school. And in that way, not only survive, but you actually improve human capital. Their children, if they are supported from such families, will actually get proper education and have social mobility. Mr. Speaker, social protection is also an investment, not just an investment in a social sense, but actually socio-economic investment. Where there are cash transfers, it has actually been proven that for every dollar that is given as a cash transfer, you actually get a return in the economy of $8. So it's not just that the money that is being given in cash transfer is just spent. It's actually an investment. It's also a political investment. Some of us may have heard about President Lula, who actually, people forced him to go back even after coming from jail, being jailed by his opponents, because of the social protection programs he started that actually moved a large number of Brazilians from poverty into middle income level. So this is something that we really must support. I know there was the bill of the late Honorable Laboso, which I actually participated in, but I think it was not actually implemented. Having this bill, I think, is the right thing, and I hope this time we are serious about it. And social protection is in all areas. If you look at the area of just survival, the area of food, the area of housing, the area of shelter, the area of education, the area of healthcare, all these are actually social protection. So, Mr. Speaker, in our country, we actually have a lot of ongoing social protection programs. But I think this bill will actually help to organize and coordinate them. Mr. Speaker, our working social protection will be a big relief to politicians, members of parliament. You know how we actually contribute to all social ventures in families, and if you have proper social protection, some of that will actually be taken care of. In this country, there are a lot of ongoing social protection programs, but most of us just think of cash transfer programs, which we have for orphans and vulnerable children, which we have for elderly persons, which we have for persons with disability. But Even feeding programs in schools are a social protection. Even agricultural subsidies are actually social protection. Social health insurance, like what we have in SHA, replacing it, that is also a social protection and a social security. So, Mr. Speaker, we have this, and they are going on, but they have challenges because there is no legal framework that takes care of this. And the challenges, if you take, for example, the cash transfers, the issue of disbursement is a big issue, and we've never gone through a session without a member raising the cash transfer for elderly persons. Some people are not getting the means of getting the cash transfers. We tried direct payment. We trying getting now into mobile phones, and we still have a problem that with the disbursement. We also have lack of coordination because, as I've said, all these social protections, if there is no proper coordination, there'll be a lot of double dipping. So you'll find that a family may be getting under a disability area, then the same family will be probably getting it in bursary, the same families will be having orphans and vulnerable children. So there is need for some coordination. And that's a big challenge in the social protection programs that we have. There is the issue of just pure theft and grafts. Because if it's not properly organized, now in cash transfers, there are people who are helping the persons that are the recipients. And these people themselves actually do steal from these people. Even the officers that are actually running this program. Even the banks, some money is even get locked in the banks. So again, there is need to do that. There is also the problem, we don't have an exit programs, because in some cases of social protection, people can actually, like orphans and vulnerable children, there's an age which they reach when they should exit. Even families, you do not only give social protection if it is cash transfer, there are social protection that should actually be income generating, on which people are placed once they start getting cash transfers. So people actually, I was involved in these programs, we reached situations where when mothers and women groups were actually given social protection, they reached a point when they say, actually, I've now started my own business, I now actually don't need this, and you can give it to, we don't have that now, so that it seems to be forever and ever and ever, and we don't exit people from these programs. So we need to look at that. Also, we don't have the systems of responding to socioeconomic changes. As a member said earlier, we started with 2,000. Actually, we started with 1,500, and it is this house that actually, with the motion, moved it to 2,000. Maybe we need to do better. But we don't respond to the socioeconomic changes. We don't respond to inflation. So again, we need a system that will take care of that. So I support this bill. It actually addresses the very important issues that I've been talking about. If you look at clause 5, it actually addresses Article 43, the issue of equity, inclusivity, justice, lack of problem of discrimination, right-based approach, access, and so on. So that this bill actually is very appropriate. And if you go to clause 7 of the bill, it establishes a board. And if you look at the functions of the board in clause 8, Mr. Speaker, you will find that it will design, implement, monitor, and evaluate social protection interventions and programs. It's also going to create a registry. It's also going to coordinate this. So this bill actually is a bill that we must appeal to our colleagues to actually support this bill, and when it comes to the Committee of the Whole House, we'll make amendments, but it's a bill that we need to anchor our social protection programs on. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Member for Laikipia East.